अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स, कैसे हैं आप स्टूडेंट्स। आज जो टॉपिक हम पढ़ने जा रहे हैं वो टॉपिक है ऑफ कोर्स स्केलर्स एंड वेक्टर्स। तो चलिए अपने टॉपिक की तरफ मूव करते हैं। स्टूडेंट्स, जो फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज़ होती हैं दे आर डिवाइडेड इनटू टू कैटेगरीज। वन इज कॉल्ड एज स्केलर्स and other is called as vectors. Scalars, at a first glance, understand about the scalars that scalars have magnitude only and vectors have magnitude as well as direction. Okay, scalars have magnitude only and vectors have magnitude as well as direction. Okay, so physical quantities have two categories, one is scalars and other is vectors, which we are going to understand in today's lecture. Scalar quantities, this is what we understand first. Students, a scalar quantity is fully described by its magnitude only. Okay, only magnitude, nothing else is required to describe a scalar quantity, only magnitude is required. So first of all, let us understand what is magnitude. Magnitude is actually a combination of a number and a unit. Okay, magnitude is actually a number and a unit. Here I have given two examples in these brackets. One is 5 kilogram. It is the mass of our body. You know, kilogram is the unit of mass. 5 kilogram is the magnitude of mass. And in this magnitude, 5 is a number and kilogram is a unit. So, to indicate the mass of our body, we need a number and kilogram as a unit of mass. 5 is number and kilogram is unit, so 5 kilogram is the magnitude of mass. Similarly, this is the value of temperature of something, 20 and degree Celsius. Here 20 is a number and degree Celsius is the unit. So again, the magnitude of temperature is indicated by two things. One is 20, that is a number, and other is degree Celsius, that is a unit. So it is explained properly that magnitude is actually a number followed by an appropriate unit. Understand? Examples of scalars: mass, distance, time, speed, energy, temperature. I have written 6 examples of vectors over here. All these are 6 examples starting from mass and ending at temperature. Students, all these quantities can be explained fully by their magnitude only. No direction is required to describe these quantities. Okay, for example, if I say the mass of a sugar is 5 kilogram, so it is enough. I don't need to tell anything more. Just 5 kilogram will explain how much sugar is there. Similarly, if I say the distance of some market from my home is 1 kilometer, so it is enough to describe the distance. I say the time duration of my today's video is say 15 minutes. So I have fully explained what is the time, nothing else is required. So I am only telling the magnitude of mass, distance and time. No direction is required. So these are the scalar quantities. Okay. Similarly, there are hundreds of quantities which require only magnitude for their description and they are termed as scalar quantities. Okay, students. Adding scalar quantities. Students, scalars quantities can be added like regular numbers. Normal arithmetic rules are applied to add scalar quantities. In scalars, 5 meters plus 3 meters will be equal to 8 meters. Remember that meter is a unit of length and length is a scalar quantity. So we are going to add two lengths here, 5 meters and 3 meters. The answer is 8 meters. 5 plus 3, 8, and meter comes as a unit here. Okay, students. So simply we applied an arithmetic addition over here and we got the answer. It is because length is a scalar quantity. If there is a vector quantity, then the situation will be different. But we will take it on later on. Okay, students. So scalar quantities can be added just like ordinary numbers. Similarly, they can be subtracted, they can be multiplied, they can be divided by ordinary arithmetic rules. No special rules are required for the addition, subtraction, multiplication or division of scalar quantities since they have only magnitudes. There is no direction. Okay, students. Now, what are vector quantities? Vectors are described by their magnitude and direction, as I have told you earlier. Both magnitude and direction are required. Nothing should be missed. Okay. For example, here I have written some examples: displacement, velocity, acceleration, force, weight. These are the vector quantities. Let us choose one of them to understand the behavior of vectors. We choose force. Let us say I say you apply a force on anybody in front of you. Definitely you have somebody in front of you like a table, a chair, a laptop, a mobile or anything else. So you apply a force. The unit of force is Newton. I will accept any force applied by you as 5 newtons. Okay, students, I will believe that you are applying a force of 5 newton, whatever is the value of your force. So apply it. Please do it. Apply the force. Okay, I think you have applied the force as per my command. Students, can you tell me what is the direction of your force? Every student will have a different direction. Every student watching my video will have a different direction. कोई नॉर्थ की तरफ लगाएगा, कोई साउथ की तरफ लगाएगा, कोई वेस्ट की तरफ लगाएगा, कोई ईस्ट की तरफ लगाएगा. So definitely you have different directions. तो where is the problem? फोर्स को बताते हुए प्रॉब्लम कहाँ आया? प्रॉब्लम आपके साथ नहीं है बच्चों, प्रॉब्लम है मेरे साथ, क्योंकि मैंने आपको 5 न्यूटन जो बताया है वो सिर्फ फोर्स की मैग्नीट्यूड है. मैंने ये एक्सेप्ट कर लिया कि वो मैग्नीट्यूड 5 न्यूटन है. ओके, लेकिन बच्चों मैंने आपको डायरेक्शन का तो बताया ही नहीं, इसलिए आप सबकी डायरेक्शन क्या थी? डिफरेंट थी. ओके, तो मसला असल में यह है कि जो फोर्स है वो एक ऐसी फिजिकल क्वांटिटी है जिसको फुली डिस्क्राइब करने के लिए मैग्नीट्यूड के अलावा एक और चीज भी चाहिए होती है और वो है डायरेक्शन. बात समझ आ गई? तो इसका बिहेवियर हमारे मैथ्स और टाइम से डिफरेंट हो गया ना. वहां तो हमें सिर्फ मैग्नीट्यूड चाहिए थी, ठीक है ना, लेकिन यहां हमें क्या चाहिए? मैग्नीट्यूड एज वेल एज डायरेक्शन. तो वो जो मैथ्स और टाइम था जिसको हमने अर्लियर डिस्कस किया है इसी लेक्चर में, वो क्या है? वो स्केलर क्वांटिटीज हैं. जबकि स्टूडेंट्स फोर्स क्या है? ये एक वेक्टर क्वांटिटी है, बिकॉज वी रिक्वायर मैग्नीट्यूड एज वेल एज डायरेक्शन to fully describe the force. Similarly, all these physical quantities which I have enlisted over here and many more which I have not written over here are vector quantities since they require magnitude as well as direction. Okay, students, I think you would have been able to understand the concept of scalars and vectors. Okay, so addition of vectors. Students, vector addition is different from scalars. Vectors cannot be added like scalars. What is the reason? The reason is that in scalars you deal only with the magnitude. There is no direction. And the normal arithmetic rules, usual arithmetic rules which you have studied in your previous classes, only deal with magnitudes. They do not deal with directions. Since scalars only have the magnitudes, so they can be applied over there. But when there is a case, in case of vectors, there is magnitude as well as direction, as you know. Okay. The arithmetic rules are only applied on the magnitudes. What will happen with the directions? Okay. So since vectors have a direction, therefore vectors cannot be added like scalars. So we have designed some special rules like head to tail rule for the addition of vectors, which consider both magnitude and direction. Okay, students. So in order to add the vectors, we have designed some special rules. The rule for the addition of vectors is called as head to tail rule, which you will inshallah you will be able to understand in my upcoming videos. Okay, students. Similarly, subtraction of vectors, multiplication of vectors, division of vectors follow some different rules other than the normal arithmetic rules. The reason is that there is a direction also. At the end of my lecture, I will give you some special questions, the board-based questions, which are very important for your examination. But here I verbally tell you a question. Here a question may be asked to you, why the vector addition is different from scalars? The reason is very simple. Scalars can be added. आंसर सुन लें, बेशक आप इसको कॉपीज पर लिख लें. Scalars only carry magnitudes and the normal arithmetic rules only deal with the magnitudes. But unlike scalars, vectors carry magnitude as well as direction. And the normal arithmetic rules do not deal with the directions. Therefore, vector addition is not same as scalar addition. So we have some special rules for the addition of vectors. ये होगा इसका आंसर. ओके, बट मैं ये आपको इंशाल्लाह शेयर भी कर देता हूं आगे. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, summary. Today we studied about scalars and vectors. Students, very simple. Need direction. Scalars do not need direction and vectors need it. Example of scalars is time and example of vectors is force. Okay, added like numbers, scalars not, but vectors can be added like numbers. Okay students, so students, this is a very important question. Why vectors cannot be added like scalars? The answer is scalars are added like ordinary numbers by normal arithmetic rules since they have magnitudes only. But these rules do not deal with directions, and you know scalars have directions, vectors have directions. Therefore, vectors cannot be added like scalars by normal arithmetic rules. ये एक कंसेप्चुअल क्वेश्चन है, अक्सर पेपर में पूछा जाता है, तो आपको इसका पता होना चाहिए. ये एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से एक इम्पॉर्टेंट आंसर है, तो आप वीडियो को स्टॉप करके इसको आप नोट भी कर सकते हैं। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, okay students, thank you very much. Please do the following things: subscribe my channel, press the bell icon, and like my video. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz. God bless you.